Welcome back, guys, to another weekly manga review video, and we got chapters this weekend, so that's good and bad. I guess we'll have to wait a couple weeks before we get new chapters, but we did get some this weekend, so the schedule, because of Golden Week, is kind of off. So I guess I'm going to do the weekly manga video now, and then next Wednesday, I won't have a weekly manga video, obviously. However, I'm going to try and review this for Wednesday. One Piece, The Desert Princess and the Pirates, Adventures in Alabasta. I got this a few years ago, and frankly I paid way too much for this, but I'll go into detail on that in the review. So this week, Naruto, I thought all the mangas were really good this week, actually. I thought they all had some really great moments. But starting with Naruto, chapter 584, we're still in Kabuto's flashback. Actually, some pretty twisted stuff here. Apparently, Danzao and the village tried to trick his mother, the head person in the orphanage. They tricked her into thinking that if she killed a certain man, Kabuto could come home and he wouldn't have to be a spy anymore. However, they wanted them to kill each other because they had both been spies for so long and they were such good spies, they knew too much. So they actually wanted her to kill Kabuto to save Kabuto. And the way they tricked her was they would give her fake pictures of a kid that looked like Kabuto growing up as a form of long-term brainwashing. So it was pretty twisted of them. And Orochimaru is telling him all of this. Kabuto snaps, he attacks Orochimaru, tries to kill him. But of course, he just comes out. He comes out of the mouth like a snake, and he has a new body. It's something he does all the time. And Kabuto agrees to stay with Orochimaru, and then we see kind of a montage of all the people, the Sound 4, Kimimaro, Jugo, Karen, and then we see Kabuto taking blood from this huge machine that has like all these snakes ground up in it, I guess. And he takes the blood, and then we see him injecting the blood into his own body. Orochimaru told him that if something bad happens, you need to do something to fill that void in your life and do something new. And he mentions that while he's injecting the blood. So Orochimaru died, and then he decided to inject that and become a new Kabuto. So I thought it was a pretty good chapter. It was a good flashback. And I'm sure that as soon as Naruto resumes, that's probably it for the flashback, and we're going to go back to the fight with Itachi and Sasuke versus Kabuto. So that's going to be good, but overall for a flashback chapter, I thought this was a pretty good one. So Bleach 490, the Vandenreich is getting ready to go to Soul Society. They refer to Ichigo as one of the 5 special weapons. I have no idea who the other 4 are. I was thinking maybe Ashita, Chad, his group, and I'm not really sure, but they did refer to him as one of the 5 special weapons. Ichigo is still fighting the Captain Quincy, and he shoots an arrow at him, but Ichigo deflects it and throws it back, which surprises the Captain, and he's really shocked that Ichigo has this type of power, and he says, "Don't worry, it's still stronger than Ashita's arrow." And the Quincy looks at him and says, "It shouldn't be." And he knows Ashita. So I'm wondering, Ashita would have to, if Ashita has the same type of power as this guy, then he's either been holding back this entire time, or they could be referring to all the Quincy's have this type of power or capabilities for this type of power. So I don't really know, but it was definitely, he asked him about it and then he refuses to talk anymore. He has some kind of headset and he says, "I just got the order to kill you." So he refuses to talk anymore about Ashita. So that's really interesting to me. And then he powers up and he goes into some new form. I believe what he did was when Ashita had to go all out, I can't remember who was fighting, but Ashita had to go all out for a fight, and it cost him his power. And I think that's what this Quincy did. He did the same thing, but he became like a complete Quincy, is what he called it. He grew wings, his feet have some kind of weird shoe things on them, and he's got like a crown, and it looked pretty badass, I thought. So he definitely reached a new level, a new form, and now Ichigo's going to have to fight that. And the last thing we see is the Vandenreich arrive in Soul Society. So I thought this chapter was pretty awesome, and I can't wait to see the next one with the Vandenreich and Soul Society, and Ichigo fighting the Captain Quincy. Just really good stuff, and not slow. He's moving quickly. It's a fast pace. So I'm really excited about this. One Piece 665. Cover page is Magellan. It shows that he got demoted to Vice Warden instead of Chief Warden. The samurai left the group to go find his torso. Sanji feels bad that if something happens to the samurai, he's going to feel responsible. So he leaves to go find the samurai, and he goes with Zoro and Brook. However, Sanji's still trapped in Nami's body, so he can't really fight. So it is good that he took Zoro and Brook with him. Chopper is testing the kids, those kids they took from the bunker place, the laboratory that they rescued. Chopper's testing their blood, but finds that they're not sick, they have no sickness. However, the big kids start acting sick and freaking out, and he finds out that they were given these daily checkups where they would receive candy after each checkup, and the candy was actually a drug, and the kids are going through withdrawal. Pretty damn twisted. This was very shocking to me. So the kids are actually going through withdrawals. One of them gets mad and hits Luffy. They think that the kids are giants from the race of giants. However, they find out that the kids who have been there the longest are actually bigger. So Caesar has been experimenting on these kids. They don't know why, but he has been experimenting on them and giving them drugs. Usopp knocks him out with some sleeping gas, and they tie the kids up. Chopper's really mad. He wants to fight Caesar, but he has to stay behind to keep an eye on the kids, so he stays. Nami and Frankie's body decides to stay. Luffy and the others go to confront Caesar. And then we see Caesar talking to Law. Law gives him Smoker's heart. And then we see Brook, Sanji, and Zoro laid out in the snow, surrounded by these gigantic footprints. And then we hear Caesar mention that he sent these two guys called the Snow Mountain Assassins, the Yeti Cool Brothers. And it shows these two gigantic guys. I think they have guns with them. It doesn't show them, it just shows the silhouettes of them. But they're obviously really powerful if they were able to take down Zoro and Sanji, even though he's in Nami's body, and Brook. So it didn't show a fight or anything, it just shows them laid out. So, like I said, really great chapters for all three mangas this week. And I can't wait for Shonen Jump to get back on its weekly schedule so we can get the next chapters, because I'm really interested to see where all these stories are going. Just really great stuff this week. So that's my review of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece for this week. I hope you guys like it. Wednesday, there won't be manga, but I will do the review of the One Piece movie. So check that out, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed. If you're a fan of manga or have read these chapters, leave your thoughts on them in the comments below. And that's it. So thanks for watching.